नमस्कार। नमस्कार पुलकित जी। नमस्कार राजेश सक्सेना जी। दिस इज प्रोफेसर एस लाल, प्रोफेसर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स एंड कंप्यूटिंग in the Department of Science and Technology under the Faculty of Education and Methodology of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Students, today we are going to discuss the huge portion of the chapter trigonometrical equations and general values. Since last 3 days, consequently we are discussing about this topic, and I hope that today I will conclude this topic. So students, in trigonometrical equations and general value, today we shall see some tricks that how to get general solution of a trigonometric equation. First of all, let us write, students please write an equation. Please write if given trigonometrical equations, if given trigonometrical equations be of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, or this be in the form of ax plus by is equal to minus c. Take it as equation 1. If your given equation be of this form, means we are discussing about a standard form that plays vital role in the solution of any trigonometrical equation. And if you will understand this trick, then I hope that you will be able to solve so many numerical problems of trigonometrical equations and general values. So students, suppose your given trigonometrical equations are of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, or ax plus by is equal to minus c. Means, in nutshell, I am going to give you an example. Please note down. Your teacher is asking to you, or there is a question in your IIT JEE examination that solve. Please write the question. Solve cos x plus sin x is equal to 1. This is the question. You have to solve cos x plus sin x is equal to 1. Compare this question with the just discussed equation as we have considered as equation 1. This is in the form of ax plus by is equal to c or minus c. Here is not minus c, here is, and you can say is equal to 1. So it may be minus of minus 1. So don't be afraid about that very fact. Just you note that your this equation is in this form. Here cos x is the function of x and sin x is the function of x, and in your ax plus by is equal to minus a, coefficient of x is what? Coefficient of x is a, so please write here a, and coefficient of y is what? This is b. Means in your equation ax plus by plus c, the coefficient of x is a and coefficient of y is b. So please square these a square and b square and then add them. What will be this? This will be your what? A square plus b square. Take its square root. Then this will be under root a square plus b square. Now from this result under root a square plus b square, you have to divide this given equation 1 on both of the sides. So the finally your this ax plus by plus c will take what form? It will take the form as a upon under root a square plus b square into x, b upon under root a square plus b square into I is equal to minus c under root a square plus b square. I hope that students till this step you are clear. So here coefficient of a is right now what? It is a upon root under a square plus b square, and coefficient of y is what? It is b upon under root a square plus b square. Now take this a little modification I would like to, sorry for deviation, a little modification I would like to make in this equation. Please write your equation, rewrite your equation. You should write your equation as a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. Now take it as equation 1. A cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. Now you square the coefficient of cos x and coefficient of sin x. This will give you a square plus b square and then find its square root. So this will be root under a square plus b square. Now divide this equation 1 by root under a square plus b square. So the result will be what? It will be under root a square plus b square into cos x plus b upon under root a square plus b square into sin x is equal to c upon under root a square plus b square. Now student, you have to apply here your third sense, and that is what? Since coefficient of cos x is a upon under root a square plus b square. Coefficient of cos x is what? A upon under root a square plus. Namaste Deepti madam, how are you? Namaste everybody. So Here coefficient of cos x is what? A upon root under a square plus b square. Take it, now write, let a upon under root a square plus b square is equal to cos alpha. Take it is what? You have to take it as, since this is coefficient of cos x, so for our convenience we are taking it as cos alpha, means a upon under root a square plus b square is equal to cos alpha, and b upon under root a square plus b square, this is coefficient of sin x, so take it as sin alpha. So finally your equation will be converted as what? It will be converted as cos alpha into cos x plus sin alpha into sin x, and this is c upon root under a square plus b square. So students, please, you know that what is the formula for cos a minus b? Please tell me. Cos under angle small capital A minus capital B. Cos a minus b is what? Please tell me. This is equal to cos a into cos b, cos capital A into cos capital B, plus sin A into sin B. This is composite angle formula for the difference of two angles, you can say, in the case of cosine. So cos a minus b is what? This is cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. See your result you have derived in your question. This is what? This is cos alpha into cos x plus sin alpha into sin x, means this is also in the form of cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. So this implies that cos x minus alpha is equal to, you can take here, you have taken here c upon root under a square by b square. So this may be also written as, you can take it as, suppose cos beta. Why I have written cos beta? Why I have written cos beta? Because I want to set this result in the form of cos alpha is equal to cos beta. Cos alpha is equal to cos beta. So if cos alpha is equal to cos beta, then according to our formula, as we have discussed earlier, this will be 2n pi plus minus beta. Alpha is equal to 2n pi, alpha is equal to 2n pi plus minus beta. So here alpha is what? It is x minus alpha. X minus alpha is equal to 2n pi plus minus, here is beta, then beta. So x is what? X is 2n pi plus minus beta plus alpha. This is the solution of your given trigonometrical equation, that is in the standard form. Means very smartly and successfully you derived the solution of a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. The solution of a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c is what? The solution of a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c is 2n pi plus 2n pi plus minus beta plus alpha. Now our pending question that I gave in the beginning of this session to you, what was the question? The question was that you have to solve cos x plus sin x is equal to 1. What is the question, students? Please write again the question. Find the solution of cos x plus sin x is equal to 1. Now compare this equation with your standard form. That was what? That was a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. Here coefficient of cos x in your standard form, coefficient of cos x is a, and in your question coefficient of cos x is 1. Coefficient of cos x in your given question is 1, and coefficient of sin x in your standard form is b, and in your given question coefficient of sin x is 1. Means in your given question where you have written cos x plus sin x is equal to 1, here a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1. So the trick was what? The trick was to find the square of these two numbers, then sum them and then find their square. Means 1 square plus 1 square. In rough you can do this task. 1 square plus 1 square under root means this is root under 2. This is root under 2. So please write. Now dividing the given equation, 1 means cos x plus sin x is equal to 1. Dividing the given equation by root 2. So this will be what? This will be 1 upon root 2 cos x plus 1 upon root 2 sin x is equal to 1 upon root 2. Now you are very nearer to find your result. Again you are seeing here coefficient of cos x is what? This is 1 upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 means cos 45. You should try to write the result in the form of cosine, though reality is also that 1 by root 2 is equal to sin 45 also, but with cos you write the result of cos. So for 1 upon root 2 you can write cos 45 means pi by 4 and then into cos x. Again for 1 by root 2 this is sin pi by 4 because it was with sin. Sin pi by 4 into sin x is equal to 1 by root 2. Again you see you are getting the same result as you have obtained in the theoretical derivation of the standard form. Means this is in the form of cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B means what? Just I told you this is cos A minus B. So this implies that cos A means x, B means pi by 4. Cos x minus pi by 4, and for 1 by root 2 this is cos 45 degree. Now you are going to get your result. By this formula, again I am repeating, students, you are advised that if you are really interested for your career and if you are taking part in this Facebook live session and if you are preparing for your engineering mathematics or for your plus 2 level mathematics, at least you should remember the result, you should remember the formulae, you should remember the results, unless and until it is not possible for you to get solution of your problem. So please, again I am writing your formula. That is what? If cos alpha is equal to cos beta, then alpha is what? This is 2n pi plus minus beta. If cos alpha is equal to cos beta, cos alpha is equal to cos beta, then alpha is what? 2n pi plus minus beta. So here your alpha is what? This is x minus pi by 4 is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 4. Your beta is what? Your beta is here. Your beta is pi by 4. Beta is pi by 4. So this is what? This is x is equal to 2n pi, your minus pi by 4 will be in the right hand side, so this negative will be positive there. So 2n pi plus minus pi by 4 plus pi by 4. This is the answer. Here you can add something, that where n is equal to 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and so on. Means n is 0 or any integer, positive or negative. Whenever you find any result of trigonometrical equation in the form of general values, it is required to mention that what is n. You should write that n is 0 or n is any integer, whether it is positive or it is negative. So students, this is the solution of your this problem, and in this way it became possible for you to understand that how to convert a given trigonometrical equation in the standard form and how to find solution of such trigonometrical equations. There are so many problems which are very common, in which by taking common you can get solution of your problem, you can solve your problem. If you have your book, then you should open your exercise and you should write your question in the comment box of Facebook. I shall try to solve your question. Now I am giving you another problem of this chapter, of this exercise. This question is that suppose you have given tan A plus tan B, tan A plus tan B plus tan A into tan B is equal to 1. Very basic question, objective type question. You have to find the general values of a question, that is tan A plus tan B plus tan A into tan B is equal to 1. Can you reply? Can you reply please? How this will be derived in a second? You can write this as tan A plus tan B is equal to 1 minus tan A into tan B. Keep this term which is in the form of product and write this term in the right hand side. So in the left hand side if it is positive, so in the right hand side it will be negative. Means your question will be converted in the form of tan A plus tan B is equal to 1 minus tan A into tan B. This implies that tan A plus tan B divided by 1 upon tan A into tan B is equal to 1. And this is what? Tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. This is what? This is the formula of tan A plus B. Tan A plus B. And for 1 you can write tan 45 degree. Means tan 5 by 4. And recall the formula. If tan alpha is equal to tan beta. If tan alpha is equal to tan beta, then alpha is equal to n pi plus beta. So alpha is equal to n pi plus beta. Here your A plus B will be what? This is alpha. A plus B will be n pi plus beta means pi by 4. Pi by 4. So you can write here as A is equal to what? This may be written as A is equal to n pi plus pi by 4 minus B, or B is equal to n pi plus pi by 4 minus A. This is the relation between. So in your IIT JEE or in your any entrance competitive examination for engineering or others, it may be asked that if tan A plus tan B is equal to tan A into tan B is equal to 1, then what is the relation between A and B? Note it. The question is that if tan A plus tan B into tan A into tan B is equal to 1, then what is the relation between A and B? What is the relation between A and B? Your answer will be what? Your answer will be capital A is equal to n pi plus pi by 4 minus B, or B is equal to n pi plus pi by 4 minus A. So you can judge, you can think that if you don't know the application of formula, if you don't know how to use the formula, if you don't know how to derive the formula, then you can think that how it is difficult for you to get the result. Then how it is difficult for you to get the result. So students, it is my keen advice to you all that kindly remember the result, remember the formulae. But better if you have ability to derive the result, means if you can extract the result by the process, then that formula will be stable for you and you can remember for a long, and that will be your property, that can help always, that can pay you always in your examination. There was a question that was in 1999, that if tan A, tan B and tan C are in a P. See here, tan A, if tan A, tan B and tan C are in AP, then what is the relation between sin A and cos A? Now you can think. Your teachers, even you as a student, can say that this question is not in any book. I always used to say whenever I come in Facebook live session that to adopt the methodology, to adopt the trick, to know the art, to correlate your theoretical portion, to correlate your theoretical portions with the other portions of science and mathematics. If you know, if you have this ability, then only it is supposed that you are preparing for your IIT JEE examination. Otherwise, just by solving the numerical problems, devoting 10 hours and 20 hours and 14 hours, just by saying, it is not justification of your study. It's my expert idea, expert view, because I have spent a very long time with the students who have succeeded in their career, who have a very good track record. So students, please, you focus on the development of the theory and ideas rather than solving only numerical problems, because only solution of numerical problems is not going to help you more. Try to correlate the results. In the meantime, I would like to give an information. Students, you know that here I am in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. That is the largest women's university of India. In this university, due to lockdown, due to COVID-19 epidemic, girls are not able to visit to the campus directly. So university is giving different types of fellowship, scholarship, rewards as per their last qualifying marks in their pass out examination. It means if your marks in 12th or 10th or graduation is good, accordingly your merit is going to be counted here and you can take admission. Admission is open. For that you should visit to the university website. You should visit www.jbwu.ac.in or you should call to the toll free number of the university. University has all the programs excluding MBBS, means you can do BA, B.Ed, M.Ed, PhD, agriculture, homeopath, Ayurveda, engineering, fashion, veterinary sciences, pharmacy, physiotherapy, optometry, MLT, law, management, BBA, MBA, journalism, and so and so. There are so many programs here. Namaskar, James Michael sir. Thank you for your appreciation. You have written that this is excellent. I don't know, sir, what is excellent. I feel that you are actually excellent, so you are writing that excellent. Thank you. You are a smart teacher of West Champaran, sir. We are proud of you. So we are discussing about trigonometrical equations and general values, and I was just discussing about the methodology to be adopted by the students during solution of numerical problems coming in their examination, how to catch a fast track process for the solution of numerical problems. Now, one thing I would like to share with you, that in trigonometrical equation and general values, there comes a situation where students are supposed to convert their given numerical problems from the product to sum and sum to product. Are you getting me or not? I don't know. Namaskar Pankaj ji, how are you? Fine. I don't know you are getting me or not. I want to say you that suppose somewhere it is written cos capital C plus cos capital D. This is in the form of addition of two functions of cosines. This is cos C plus cos D. And this is the demand. There is a demand of question that you have to convert this function in the form of product. So you recall there was transformation of formulae, there was composite angle formulae in your trigonometry. That was what? Cos C plus cos D is what? This is 2 cos C plus D divided by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Now you can ask that, sir, how we get this result? So this is not a relevant matter to discuss here, because we are discussing on the topic properties of triangle. Anyway, if this is your query, then I can just satisfy you within a minute. If you want to justify that how cos C plus cos D is equal to 2 cos C plus D into cos C minus D, then for this you note down please. I am fine, Pankaj ji. Please, thank you. How are you? We know that cos A plus B is equal to cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. This is, take this as equation 1. Take this as equation 1. You have written what? You have written cos A plus B is equal to cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Again you write that we know that cos A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Take this equation as equation 2. Now add equation 1 and 2. What you will find? After adding equation 1 and equation 2, you will find that in the RHS side, in right hand side, the negative term means sin A into sin B, and positive term sin A into sin B, this is plus, and above term is minus. So after addition, these two terms will be cancelled out. So your result will be what? Your result will be cos A plus B in LHS plus cos A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B 2 times, because first term is the same, cos A into cos B and cos A into cos B. So this will be 2 into cos A into cos b. Take it as equation 3. Now again transform this result. How? Now let a plus b is equal to c, capital C, and a minus b is equal to d. This is what? This is equation 4. A plus b, take it as equation 4, and a minus b as equation 5. Now add these two equations. Add equation 4 and equation 5. What you will find? You will find plus b and minus b will be cancelled. So this will be what? 2a is equal to c plus d. Means capital A is equal to c plus d by 2. You have added equation 4 and 5. Now subtract equation 5 from equation 4. Then what we will find? You will find b is equal to c minus d by 2. Now substitute these results, these values of a and b in equation which? In equation 3. So plug these results with equation 3. We will find cos a plus b means what you have taken? C. And a minus b means d. And 2 cos a. A means what? C plus d by 2. And b means what? Cos c minus d by 2. So students, this was just a sample. This was just a, you can say, demo to satisfy your eagerness, to satisfy your curiosity that the formula you are using bears justification, that may be derived, that may be proved. So my intention is just only to say you that if you are preparing for competitive examination, if you are preparing for IIT JEE examination, it is required that you should learn to derive each and every formulae that is existing in your trigonometry or in your coordinate geometry or in your algebra. Because it is not possible for you to remember all the result. But if you know how to convert, if you know how to derive the result, how to transform the result, then on the basis of that fact, it is possible for you to get the desired result. So students, you know that we are discussing under Facebook Live, where there is limited scope of sharing of study materials. I can just interpret, I can just illustrate, I can just explain, I can just speak and request you that you write. If you want to join my free Google class, you should send your contact number on my this WhatsApp number. If you want to join my free Google classes, you can send your WhatsApp number for 11th, 12th and IIT level. You can contact me for physics and mathematics both. And for your kind information, every day on every Sunday, not every day, every Sunday in between 5 to 6 p.m. means evening, I come Facebook live for the students of BTech, MTech, BSc and MSc students. There I am teaching them linear algebra. So if you have any query, feel free to write your comment. You can message me, you can send your message on the messenger also. So students, I hope that you have understand, you have got this chapter properties of trigonometrical equations and general values. Tomorrow I will be discussing the last topic of 11th level, that will be composite and compound angle in trigonometry for state level engineering entrance examination and for IIT JEE examination. After that we will be starting the IIT JEE portion from 12th level, means from 12th mathematics. I request you that kindly after end of this Facebook live session, means just after some moment, you forward this video to those students who are in lockdown, especially girls, and who they are unable to contact their teachers, they are unable to visit their institutions or coaching centers, and their study is going to be hampered. So our target is to help all the students who are under lockdown and unable to continue their study. Our university has also launched a digital version 2.0 for all the students of the country, where any student of any class across the country free of cost can enjoy the digital study material available there. For that, students should visit to the university website, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you for listening and enjoying this lecture. Tomorrow again at 9-10 p.m. Till that, Namaskar, Subhratri, Jai Hind.